We're kicking off our stream with how to be well groomed. Let's kick the library lights off and get into it.
Joe called. He said he'd be a little late. Say, do you look smooth?
Why, thank you, sir. You look mighty elegant yourself, if I may say so.
Yes, indeed. Both Don and Sue look like the kind of people you'd like to know, don't they? Of course, right now, they're dressed for their Friday dates. But don't you have the feeling that they're always well groomed?
Yes, and that's no accident.
That seems like such a weird feeling to have about somebody. They're always well groomed.
Good grooming habits. Health, posture, cleanliness, and neatness, plus a daily routine of little finishing touches. Take last night, for example. On weeknights when there are no dates, plenty of time to do little things that make for a well-groomed appearance.
Hey, sis, haven't you finished with that iron yet?
You can have it just a minute.
You know, I don't know how many high school students would be ironing their clothes on Monday nights and getting ready for school.
Well, there's a loose button here.
Oh, all right. I'll fix it for you. That is, if you polish my shoes.
Well, I guess it's a deal. I have to polish my own.
That's kind of another big change there. How many kids are out there polishing their boot or their shoes?
And mended, shoes polished. These are a few of the habits with which Don and Sue keep neat. And neatness is one of the fundamentals of grooming. So here's part of your big question: how do I look? Are my clothes neat and clean? Whether you do your own or achieve it by cooperative efforts, keep your clothes looking neat and clean.
And cleanliness and neatness apply to you as well as to your clothes. So after a cleansing, relaxing bath, that's a good daily habit, Sue has a regular routine.
I don't. How many people actually take baths anymore?
Time too for the finishing
but I would
touches.
imagine that baths are probably a lot more prevalent then than they
Brushing your
were
hair,
now, because I don't think there was as many showers.
Sue avoids red nail polish since it would call attention to her stubby hands. A clear polish keeps her nails sparkling.
Sue avoids red nail polish to avoid drawing attention to those stubby hands of hers.
Daily care of her nails is easy. In the same way, regular shampoos and daily brushing keep her hair clean and glossy. And these finishing touches that add so much to Sue's cleanliness and neatness all fit into a simple schedule of daily activities. And now for at least 8 hours of sleep. Good health is
Okay, that's a good habit to have, of getting 8 hours of sleep. I know I'm notorious for not getting 8 hours at nighttime. I know a lot of us don't do that, so that still is a good habit to have, getting a good 8 hours of sleep. And she's waking up at 7, so I mean, it'd be going to bed at 11 p.m. Are they in the same room?
Leave some hot water for me. And hurry, I'll have to shave.
All right, Don.
What to wear? The weather has something to do with your choice of clothes. But Don also thinks of other things. Most of his clothes are clean and pressed, so he's not as limited in selection. How about these slacks and this shirt? What do you think? How will Don look in this combination?
Let's hope he'll pay a little attention to
That is a
patterns
wild
and colors.
shirt. Absolutely wild.
How about this combination?
That's better. Now a tie to go with the outfit, and Don's all set.
Okay, throwing on a tie to go to school, slacks, a nice shirt. I mean, there is something to be said about that professional look, getting ready to go into
Don
the
is putting
workforce,
one
that kind
more
of thing.
finishing touch to
That's
his appearance. A
definitely not
well-matched
something you would see
outfit of
today.
clothes. How will he look?
Good enough in that outfit.
And now another little habit of cleanliness.
I guess you would
and
see it
neatness.
like
Dirt under your fingernails must
schools
be
with
cleaned every
uniforms.
day, and it's better in private.
All right, Don, you're next.
Now for a cleansing morning shower.
Oh, never mind. They have
Meanwhile,
showers then.
Sue gives thought to the
Just
day.
Sue was taking baths,
What
he's taking
will
a shower.
she wear? That depends on her activities, of course. For school, choose comfortable, not too dressy clothes. Perhaps a skirt.
Not
and
too
a blouse
dressy
to
while
go
he's
with
still
it.
wearing a tie.
But what about these two blouses? Which is more appropriate for school? Which goes with the skirt?
Fellows like to see girls dress up, but in general only for a special occasion.
Yes, choose clothes that are suitable to your needs.
Something the
and
fellas will
situation.
like. Isn't that
But
right,
remember
dames?
that
Pick
any
something that
clothes
catches a
look
fella's
better with
eye.
Good posture. Now that her clothes are selected, Sue is ready to fix her hair. What to do with those curls she so carefully put in last night? It doesn't matter just what hairstyle you use, as long as it looks right on you. Upswept? Loosely over the shoulders. Just be sure your hairdo suits you and that your hair is neatly in place.
Hey,
And here's something
seeing that
else for your
you're glad
appearance.
that girls don't have to set
Eat a
curls every
hearty,
night, I
balanced breakfast.
imagine that would be a
There's
pain
nothing like
in the
wholesome food to
backside
help
right
keep
there.
you in good health.
And that means a clearer complexion, shining eyes, glossy hair.
In short, that means a better appearance. Don's all set to look right at school, isn't he?
Mother, too, keeps a good appearance, even around the house, for that keeps up her spirits.
Nothing
And
like
Father
looking
Becker,
nice to
according
keep your
his
spirits
work,
up and going.
relying on cleanliness and neatness as
How
the
old is their
foundations of his
father?
appearance. So, for each individual, the finishing touches of appearance may be his or hers alone, suited to individual needs, actions, ideas.
After breakfast, Sue goes back to her room for some finishing touches. Her makeup. Her powder is one that blends with her natural coloring. She pats it on lightly, then carefully smooths it over her face.
And be careful when it comes to lipstick.
Yes, choose a shade that goes with your own coloring and sets off your clothes to advantage. Then, easy does it. Now smooth out gently and wipe off any excess to leave only a smooth film of color, following the lines of your own lips. And finally, a last-minute once-over in the mirror. Make sure your hemline is even. Don't let your slip show.
Come on, we'll be late.
Again, another thing you don't hear very
Oh,
often,
boy,
especially
at the mirror
about
again.
people going to school. How many people are wearing
Well,
a
the mirror
slip to
could help you
school?
check your clothes, too, and improve your posture.
Oh, trouser cuff. Thanks. And I could straighten up, couldn't I? Well, let's hurry, or we'll be late.
Cultivate such habits as cleanliness and neatness, so you'll be well groomed.
For all through the day, others are looking at you. Your mirror tells you what others see. How do you look? How does Sue look?
How does Don look?
Health, posture, cleanliness, neatness. These grooming habits form the basis of a good appearance and a well-planned outfit of clothes. well cared for hands and nails, light touches of makeup.
Again, not the red, because
Are
it'll draw
becoming
attention to her
hairdo.
stubby hands. We can't have that now.
Well, Sue, where are you?
In my room, Don.
Joe called. He said he'd be a little late.
Oh, he's wearing a...
Say, do you look
Oh, this is for
good?
their
Oh,
date night. I was going to say, he's in a full suit at this
Look
point. Is he
mighty
going to school in a
elegant
full
yourself.
suit?
Oh, this is where we came in.
And this is where Don and Sue go out for a pleasant evening. Their good grooming habits help them in friendships and in business. For your success depends a
And
great
in
deal
business,
on how
they're in
you
high
look.
school. The end. Another cornet classic right there. Alrighty, back into the library here. Lights on, ready to go. So again, that was shown in high schools and middle schools across the country in the 50s. I think that one came out in 53.